they have promised us $2 billion, but for 2012 onwards, but with the proviso that we have to take certain action. Yes, Mr. Obama has promised to come to Pakistan in 2011, but I see it also contingent on other things. So I don't see any mention of the Kashmir issue. I don't see any mention of the ROZ, the Reconstruction Opportunity Zones for Fatah. I don't see any mention of the US-Pakistan proposed nuclear civil deal, and I don't see any mention of the arrears to be paid to Pakistan, which is more than $1 billion of the coalition support funds. So I'm still wondering what is given to Pakistan in concrete terms, and then we are being asked to take action against the Afghan Taliban when the same Afghan Taliban are being encouraged by the American forces to talk to Karzai behind their back. And so I see a lot of dichotomy, double standards in the whole situation.
Is it possible that the US would use this package to exercise its carrot and stick approach vis-a-vis the policy towards North Waziristan as well?
Yes, I think that this is fair enough. Countries do that. They use foreign aid, their money, as a political instrument to extract the maximum mileage out of that aid. But we should do the same because we have certain national interests and national security interests. And we'd like to know that on what areas are we clear about. And on the carrot and stick issue, yes, they're dangling some carrots, but the stick is that we have to go into North Waziristan at the earliest. When you know the Pakistan army is stretched thin already in the Fatah area, about 140,000 Pakistan army and paramilitary troops are already engaged in the region. And secondly, and I've also seen this report in the American press, that certain units of the Pakistan army are going to be penalized ostensibly on allegations of human rights violations, which are still unproven, and there are inquiries taking place by the Pakistan army itself. But on the other hand, I saw a report of WikiLeaks on Iraq, when the US army encouraged the Iraqi armies to do these things with their own people, and they look the other way. So that means there is a certain standard for the Pakistan army and a different standard for the US-supported Iraqi army. So I think we should focus on these double standards also and tell the US that, look here, we will not accept those double standards.
Right, and also, as you mentioned earlier, negotiations are taking place in Afghanistan, consequently mounting pressure on Pakistan. What kind of strategy should be adopted by Pakistan in this regard?
The basic issue is that the US strategy in Afghanistan, the military strategy, has already failed. They failed in the war in Afghanistan, they failed in the war in Iraq. Now if they want an honorable face-saving exit from Afghanistan, that is only possible with the support and cooperation of the Pakistan Army, our security services, and the government of Pakistan and the state of Pakistan. So they should not try to hunt with the hound and run with the hare, that they play games with us. They try to keep Pakistan out of this proposed dialogue between the Karzai regime and the Taliban, while telling us to go after the same Taliban whom they are encouraging to negotiate in a covert manner. So this kind of duality should end, and the policy should be very clear, and they should lay the cards on the table clearly, because we are certainly more of an ally rather than an antagonist, and they should not treat us suspiciously like an antagonist, more as an ally and a friend who can bail them out. And don't forget, the political future of President Barack Hussain Obama depends on its Afghan strategy, which in turn is